Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Sanj, your host here on the Bodybuilding News Network. Welcome back to my recap of the prejudging for this year's 2023 Toronto Pro Super Show. In the men's open bodybuilding division, we have a pretty impressive lineup, I think so at least. We have a variety of competitors here, and kind of what I talked about with my preview video. There are, like I said, a variety of competitors that are going to make it exciting, that are making the judges have to work for. It's not just something that they can just hand out all willy-nilly. They have to actually judge, and that's, I think that really does speak to what actually happened. You have, at the end of the day so far, after prejudging, you have Ross Flanagan, you have Ian Valliere, you have Hassan Mustafa, and you have Robin Strand in your projected top four. I thought that was a phenomenal lineup. I thought it was a great showing from all these gentlemen. I thought, the only thing I would say is, when you look at Ross Flanagan, I thought his tan might have been a little too dark, and that maybe pulled away from his physique and made it so you weren't really focusing on him too much. Or at least that was my takeaway when I was watching the live stream. Hassan Mustafa, I think, looked really good. He didn't really have any issues. The only thing that was a glaring issue, or might be a glaring issue, is, like I said in the breakdown, make sure you guys stay tuned for the live stream, is the posing in the midsection. He has a big midsection. That's his one huge weakness that he needs to always stay focused on. And in some of the transitions especially, but also just some of the shots in general, you could see that the midsection was distending. It was uncontrolled in some shots. And I think that the judges are going to focus on that. The judges are going to critique that. And at the end of the day, that could cost him the title here. Ian Valliere, I thought, looked good. I think he looked the same the way he normally always does. I saw in a couple other people's breakdowns that his chest was deflated. I don't think that was exactly the situation here. I think Ian's just, he doesn't have a great chest from some shots. The front double, it kind of disappears. The front lat spread, also, the chest really isn't there. That's just something he's always had. So for people to point that out now, I don't know if that's something new. I think that's just how it is. That's how it's always been. So that was my takeaway when it comes to Ian. I thought his conditioning was comparable to the way it's always been. I thought this was a solid showing for Ian. Will he win the title? Probably. I think he's brought what it takes to win the Toronto Pro Super Show. If he does not win, then I think that it's almost very clear, if not kind of murky, a Hassan Mustafa second, and then maybe Ross Flanagan third. I would say I could see Robin Strand, who is in the top four, the official top four after prejudging. I could see him moving all the way up to second. I thought he looked absolutely phenomenal. The conditioning, I thought he was, and in my opinion, he is the most conditioned on the stage. I saw a couple other people say that Ross Flanagan was the most conditioned. I would debate that. Robin looked crazy shredded. His tan was solid. His peak was perfect. I don't think he could have done anything more to bring a better package for himself. Now, Ross Flanagan did come in very conditioned, but I don't think I would say he was the most conditioned on stage. So that is my takeaway from the top four. You have Joe Seaman around that fifth place spot, and a very exciting pro debut and newcomer for me is Jang Min Lee. You can see him all the way on the edge, in this footage right now, the ones you're looking at exactly right now, in the blue trunks. I thought he was an absolute shocker. I did not expect him to do this well. I thought that there was a lot of bigger names that could have placed higher, but they didn't, and I was very happy for him. So we will see what he's going to do with his very young and promising career. You have Aaron Gowley did not make it into that final circle. I thought he would. I thought he looked phenomenal, but he just wasn't in good enough shape to get that nod, to get that look. There also was Jason Lowe was in that conversation to be around the what do you call it? What do you call it? Joe Seaman, between him and Joe Seaman for maybe like that 6th, 7th, maybe 8th place finish is kind of where he landed after prejudging. But overall, I don't want to take too much of your time. I need to hop back into the live stream, but I thought it was a phenomenal showing from all of these gentlemen. I think they did a great job, and I am looking forward to seeing how well they do coming into finals. But that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the live stream over here on YouTube that will be covering the finals, and make sure you guys purchase the pay-per-view and support the sport of support the sport of bodybuilding. There we go. The words are hard, and that's just how it is. I'm your host, Josh Sanch, as always, your host here on the Bodybuilding News Network. Thank you so much for watching. These videos are absolutely free, but they do cost a share. So if you could share this with a like-minded individual or friend, it would help the channel grow as this channel is growing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.